Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Brown family tale on Sister Wives has fascinated viewers for more than a decade. Much of the drama revolves around Coyote Pass, a vast rural property in Flagstaff, Arizona, purchased by Kody Brown and his numerous wives as a quiet sanctuary and emblem of their unconventional family life. However, what was supposed to be a dream estate quickly became a legal and emotional battleground. In recent months, alarming new developments have emerged, exposing that TLC, the network that produces Sister Wives, has formally rejected Kody Brown's evidence about the land and the family's claims to it. Even more astonishing, a judge has ruled in favor of Janelle and Meri Brown, allowing them to sell Coyote Pass, a move Kody has strongly opposed for many years. This revelation has thrown the Brown family into new upheaval, with fans and followers scrambling to figure out what went wrong, why Kody's documents were proven incorrect, and what all of this implies for the family's future and reality TV legacy. Background: the Brown family and Coyote Pass. To completely comprehend the gravity of this legal dispute, we must first understand the significance of Coyote Pass in the Brown family's history. Kody Brown, the family patriarch, has 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robin, and practices plural marriage, which Sister Wives records in unparalleled detail. The family initially resided in several residences, but in 2018, they purchased Coyote Pass, a vast ranch in Flagstaff, Arizona. The land was several acres and provided privacy, broad open areas, and a promising new beginning for the family to develop their common life under one roof. At the time of purchase, the property signified far more than just land. It represented unity, stability, and the opportunity to re-establish family relationships. However, beyond the perfect surface, tensions were simmering. The women had varied financial stakes and ownership shares in the property, which resulted in numerous disagreements. TLC's responsibility and Kody's documents. TLC has been the principal broadcaster of the Sister Wives series for years, and their participation extends beyond filming to how the family's narratives and legal troubles are depicted on television. In the ongoing Coyote Pass issue, Kody Brown provided TLC with critical documents and legal paperwork, presumably to safeguard his interests and establish his authority or influence over the land. These documents allegedly contained property deeds, financial agreements, and claims to the land's ownership structure. According to family sources, TLC ultimately rejected these documents because they were either incomplete, erroneous, or legally unsound for the network's goals. TLC's rejection was more than simply an administrative hitch. It revealed flaws in Kody's assertions and damaged his standing both on and off screen. The network's unwillingness to accept Kody's documentation had an impact not only on the show's narrative path, but also paved the way for real-world legal battles, including disagreements between Kody and his prior spouses. Court battles. Janelle and Meri fight back. For years, Janelle and Meri Brown, 2 of Kody's ex-wives, have had a strained relationship with him and with one another. Following their divorces from Kody, both women desired financial independence and ownership over their portion of the family assets, particularly the Coyote Pass property. Janelle and Meri's legal pleadings claimed they had proper ownership of their Coyote Pass shares, and requested the opportunity to sell them separately, which Kody continually resisted. He insisted that the property remain in the family, and that any sale required his consent, underlining his vision of family togetherness. Following a comprehensive assessment of ownership records, financial contributions, and family agreements, the court ruled overwhelmingly in favor of Janelle and Meri. The judge determined that Kody's allegations were baseless owing to defective or insufficient paperwork, and he supported the ex-wives' right to sell their half of Coyote Pass without Kody's approval. This decision completely shattered Kody's long-held authority over the property and demonstrated the significance of unambiguous, legally binding agreements in plural marriages, particularly involving assets. Why were Kody's documents proven incorrect? Several factors contributed to the court's decision that Kody's documents were invalid or false. 1. A lack of clear ownership titles. The property deeds for Coyote Pass were complicated due to the involvement of several owners, multiple marriages, and informal agreements formed over time. The court found irregularities in how ownership was recorded and financial donations were reported. Kody's documentation did not adequately define individual shares or offer sufficient evidence of his exclusive control. 2. Incomplete financial records. Evidence demonstrated that Janelle and Meri made significant contributions to the property's purchase and care, but Kody's records discounted or omitted these payments. The court examined financial data and determined that Kody's assertions misrepresented his financial superiority. 3. Disputes about consent and agreements. The lack of official, unanimous approval among all owners called Kody's argument that the land should stay family-owned into question. The court noted that individual owners have rights to their shares unless lawfully prohibited by contract, which were not adequately documented. 4. TLC's rejection revealed flaws. TLC's failure to accept Kody's paperwork exacerbated their flaws and called into question their legitimacy. While TLC's choice is a broadcast and production concern, it has had an impact on the legal struggle by diminishing the integrity of the papers. The emotional fallout. Family divisions deepen. The court's decision allowing Janelle and Meri to sell their interests has both economic and emotional consequences for the Brown family. Kody felt significant irritation and regret at losing possession of Coyote Pass, which he had envisioned as the family's permanent residence. In several interviews and on social media, he expressed concern about the property's fragmentation and the impact on his relationships with his ex-wives and children. Janelle and Meri, on the other side, expressed relief and a sense of liberty. Both women have long expressed a wish to move past the issues associated with Coyote Pass and focus on their own lives. Selling their shares enables them to achieve financial independence and regain control of their lives. The other wives, Christine and Robin, have been fairly mute about the disagreement in public, but insiders say they are keeping a careful eye on developments, as the property saga affects the entire family dynamic. What does this mean for Sister Wives and TLC? The Coyote Pass drama has been a prominent storyline on Sister Wives for several seasons, and the most recent court judgment adds a new, high-stakes chapter. TLC sees the rejection of Kody's documents, as well as the court's decision to side with Janelle and Meri, as creating a narrative rich in conflict and emotional tension, which are key ingredients for reality TV drama. However, it raises concerns about the show's future as the family's togetherness starts to deteriorate. Fans and critics alike are wondering if this court struggle marks the end of the Brown family's run as Sister Wives stars. With key relatives selling off property and publicly squabbling, the cohesion required for a family reality program may be strained. TLC will most certainly have to tread carefully in this sensitive region, combining respect for the family's privacy with viewers' desire for drama. The network's rejection of Kody's paperwork could also suggest a plan to change the show's focus away from him, possibly by highlighting other family members or changing the plot entirely. Legal precedents and the complexity of plural marriage. This case also demonstrates the specific legal obstacles that plural marriages encounter in the United States, where polygamy is banned and such marriages are not officially recognized. Property ownership, inheritance rights, and divorce settlements become more problematic in certain situations. Courts frequently treat each spouse separately in terms of property rights, but without formal legal acknowledgement of all marriages, agreements can become challenged and confusing. The Brown family's scenario highlights the significance of formal legal protections and unambiguous contracts for families who practice plural marriage or other atypical arrangements in order to avoid similar issues.